Hi, guys. Hey, welcome back. All right, so let's get into this. Pisces, we are going to ask, what is it that Pisces doesn't see coming? And I ask this because today is a full moon. Full moons are great at bringing things from the subconscious into the conscious mind. So it kind of brings stuff up that we maybe didn't expect. This could also reveal things that were unexpected to find. We've got a Six of Swords in the reverse. Someone has not moved on. This could be Pisces could hear from an air sign who is like, I'm not over you yet. Pisces themselves, ooh, we have Seven of Swords. It could be that Pisces is coming to a truth inside themselves. Like, I thought I could let this go. I thought I didn't want it anymore. I thought I didn't need it anymore. I thought it didn't bother me anymore. Truth is, I was not being honest with myself. We have the Seven of Swords. Coyote is the great trickster. So, it's really easy to trick ourselves into like, oh, I'm so over that. And then we're like, whoa, I can't believe I just cried. Like, where did that come from? See, the Justice card is still here. This is Libra energy. You notice how we have straight up thoughts because everything is sword energy. We either have, like, maybe Pisces is discovering, you know what? I'm actually still kind of pissed off over whatever happened. I thought I was good with it, but then I just talked to that person and you know what? Honestly, I am not okay with this. I have not let this go yet. Or I'm still sad over this, or this still feels like it was an injustice. Three of Wands. It could be that, or it could be that somebody is really hitting their karma today. If somebody did Pisces wrong, they could be feeling heavy karma during this full moon. They maybe pretended like it was all fine and good. They may have run from what their own actions were. And instead, it's like, and I'm saying that mostly because when I see this Three of Wands, we have the castle over there still lit. This is like in their brain. They still remember this, but they're like, okay, maybe I'll forget this later, in the future. Maybe this, oh God, I can't run from this at all, can I? I'm going to have to maybe quit running from something and deal with it. I still don't know if this is Pisces or somebody else. Ten of Swords. This was about a very painful ending. Let me change decks for a second because I can't figure out who it is, and we got to get to that component of the story so then we can move forward. What is it just for Pisces that is unexpected? We have the moon. Pisces knows themselves very well. Pisces is not the person who's having the problem. Pisces is actually in a pretty self-aware day. Pisces might be spending time with their dogs or they love dogs. This is the goddess Hecate. She's associated with dogs. It is said that when dogs pass away, they all go to be with her. So, of course, I love her. But she is the guardian of the crossroads. But she's not to be feared. She stands there with the light, with the torch, and she guides the way for the traveler to step across the threshold into the next phase of existence. So she's not a fearsome creature, but she is the goddess of all things hidden, the occult, just meaning things that are hidden, and basically the unknown. So I just feel like when we say, what does Pisces not see coming? Pisces knows themselves well. They don't really have any big secrets from themselves. Pisces is a very loyal sort in this storyline. The things that matter to them will always matter to them. If they give somebody their heart, they probably will always still have love for that particular person. That love probably doesn't die, even if they're like, yeah, but I can't let you back in because I'm the guardian of the crossroads. But it's not like I'll ever forget you either. I think Pisces is just very self-aware. And if anything, maybe that is something that this feels like a day of strong convictions for Pisces. Like, I know what I know how I feel, but I also know that I have boundaries. So Pisces is not the person who's being kind of stunned or shocked by, oh my God, I didn't know that I've been lying to myself, trying to act like I could leave Pisces behind. No, I can't. This is all wrong. Whomever this is, they are devastated by having lost Pisces. This is obviously somebody who has lost Pisces some time ago. It was a very disruptive ending. It was a very painful ending for them, because it resulted in them losing Pisces, and they have been squashing that down, trying to act like it didn't matter, trying to act like they could be fine. Pisces probably, if they were bothered by the ending too, Pisces didn't pretend like it was fine. They probably said, oh yeah, very sad. But on the other hand, life does go on. And I know myself, Five of Swords. Pisces is on Pisces' side. Pisces is like, I was mad at them. I might still be mad at them. They can't act like this. I shouldn't have to deal with someone that I actually have to protect myself from. If they're heavily influenced by other people, if other people were making a big drama in our lives and they allowed that and they didn't have what it took to put a stop to it, then it wasn't going to be possible to have the 10 of Cups. To me, Pisces says, I will not allow things into my life that are going to be huge disruptors. I want to have the 10 of Cups. And if I can't have it with someone because they bring too much drama or they let other people create drama, then I got to let them and their drama go. And I got to go meet somebody else because I'm determined to have a good life, a drama-free life, one where there's love, one where I don't have to deal with somebody who, has a bunch of people around them that create trouble that they can't put a stop to. So I just feel like I think that Pisces has made some really solid decisions for themselves about what is and is not going to be permitted into their world. And I don't think that they're in any conflict over it. Pisces made a decision that they stand by, and they also are very aware, at least during this full moon. Pisces is very clear. I chose to cut somebody out. I did it for the right reason. It's because I want to have happiness. And that drama that they brought to the table made it impossible. So I'm actively seeking 10 of Cups in my life. Is Pisces already in? Because this is like a honeymoon phase card. Is Pisces already in a 10 of Cups? Not yet. We have the 4 of Cups. Pisces is bored right now of either questing for the 10 of Cups and not quite finding it. Pisces is like, man, is this kind of an illusion? I mean, I really want to be happy. I know that it's out there. 4 of Wands. Pisces wants the ultimate relationship. They want the kind of relationship, blessed by the gods, they want the kind of union where it's like, it's me and my partner and we don't let drama tear us apart. And we have, a really happy, like, marriage of the heart and soul. I think that's more important to Pisces than, like officially being married, in the courthouse or, in a court of law. They want the marriage of the heart and the soul. That's what Pisces cares about. That's what they're aiming for. And even if they're kind of like, man, I'm bored of not finding it, at the same time, I don't think that it lessens their intention that, well, that's what I'm going to have or bust, because I'm not going to accept something that I don't want or something that's drama filled. Okay, let's go back over here to my original question. What does Pisces not see coming? Well, they don't see or couldn't possibly expect that an individual that they obviously cut out of their life for valid reasons is having kind of a crash and meltdown day today. This is somebody who's like, this is horrendous. Like, you mean I'm never going to have Pisces in my life again? I acted like it was fine. I'm not fine about this. I can't let this go. This isn't right. Okay, hang on. 7 of Cups. They're very confused about what to do. It wouldn't matter if there's, 10 whatever supermodels, underwear models, men's physique model, whatever, substitute whatever gender, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how fabulous, gorgeous other people are. They're not Pisces. This person has no interest in anybody still but Pisces. They can't even, I don't think this person has dated anybody. I don't think this person can get themselves excited or interested about somebody else. There's all the reason I say this, because we have all these luxurious suites all around, and they're like, I could care less. It doesn't mean Pisces isn't drop dead gorgeous, but it was their emotional bond to Pisces that is irreplaceable. It doesn't matter if there's always going to be people that are more attractive, less attractive, because attractiveness is really just it's our own personal taste, right? And I don't know, for me, I can say somebody is aesthetically attractive. That does not mean I'm attracted to them at all. And I can say, oh yeah, that's a really beautiful person. Not interested though. I'm so not interested in that person, because attraction is so much more than physical. It's the essence of who somebody is. It's the way they conduct themselves. It's the personality. It's the millions of little idiosyncrasies that make somebody like, that's what you fall for, right? At the end of the day, I don't know that it has anything to do with how somebody looks. Not real love. I don't know that it matters at all. For me, I would say it doesn't. But that's what I'm saying about this person. But that is not to insult or say, well, Pisces isn't as hot as all the other people around them. No. It wouldn't matter if there were the world's most glamorous people around them, they couldn't care less about them. They care about their Pisces. Pisces is the beautiful one to them. Pisces is the attractive one. Pisces is one they can't peel their eyes off of. Pisces is the one they can't do without, and the one they already know they're not going to heal from. You get the Four of Swords here. The silence, they have been very lonely for quite some time without acknowledging it, because we've got the lighthouse here. There's a sense of forlorn. I kind of think that they're realizing what I'm headed for is a life where nobody's going to replace Pisces. It's already been, I don't know, 4 months, 4 years. It's already been this chunk of time. I haven't forgotten Pisces at all. Nobody is compared. Nobody is measured up to Pisces. I haven't formed a bond with anybody else. So what the hell am I doing? I'm going to just live without Pisces? But that'll always be the person I wish for. We have the dreamer. We have the Nine of Swords. Right now, this is the Fool card typically, which would normally indicate I'm going to take action. I'm going to take a leap of faith forward. But I feel like it's during this full moon that they are recognizing the only leap I took was to leave my Pisces, or to break up with Pisces, or Pisces broke up with me for valid reasons. But then that only brought me to stress. Nine of Swords. I don't know if this person did something, took some leap, did something foolish with the Fool card there that made Pisces walk away. But let me tell you, they know exactly the moment that they ended up without Pisces. And that moment is basically where they have still lived, no matter how much time has passed. Four of Wands. They also know that Pisces is the person that they wanted to marry. Unless, did they marry somebody else? Could they really have made that big of a mistake? Seven of Swords. It could be that they failed to mention that they were married. Is that why Pisces cut them out? Was it a situation where it was like, whoa, 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 now, what do you mean? Is that why there was so much drama around this? And Pisces, because for Pisces, it's all about long-term connections, right? It's all about, this is the honeymoon, the deep love, the forever love. This is a marriage card. They too have the card of marriage. And they say, this was so not right what I did. And they say, I lied. I'm thinking that this is a person who, if they were already in a connection, whether it was, a situationship, a marriage and business name more so than, a marriage, whatever it was, they still didn't transparently tell Pisces what their situation was. And this is the thing that they're like fully reflecting on, saying, what the hell have I done? It cost me the person that I love because I lied to them in the first place. See, it almost feels like they were already in a situation and then they met Pisces and they maybe indulged because they wanted to be with Pisces, and they just went ahead and maybe they thought it was going to be a fling, only to discover they were madly in love with Pisces. And now the magnitude of like what a crappy thing it is that they did. Or maybe they said that they wanted to be married, but in truth, that wasn't happening anytime soon. Maybe Pisces was fed up with them. I don't know. This hints that they might have actually already had a long-term connection and they lied about it or hid it. It's definitely hiding something. And for them to say, I did this whole thing wrong, but I actually really love Pisces, but I can never have Pisces back in my life because of what I did. And that reality is what is hitting them so freaking hard right now. Okay, so let me go over to that Ten of Swords. And they might be about to do something quite wild and crazy. Wild card is here. They're debating, with the doggy there, they might be debating like suddenly like breaking off whatever it is that they had. They may already have broken off something, but it doesn't matter. They've still already lied to Pisces once upon a time, but they might be about to come forward and like offer their undying love heart. They could be crazy about like, let me just come in with a marriage proposal. They're definitely thinking about reconciling with that Three of Cups. I feel like this person during this full moon is just like, I can't do this. I can't be away from Pisces. This isn't going to work. They definitely have this urge to do something. To offer something long-term all of a sudden, to kind of come rushing in, even if it means changing their whole world, even if it means like they may abruptly end a connection like now so that they can take this very swift jump to head right back to Pisces. that Ten of Swords says they could just abruptly end whatever their other situationship thing is to race back to Pisces. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do it. They're certainly fantasizing about it with the wild card being sideways. The thing that they haven't factored in is Pisces may not want to deal with them anymore if they already, were less than truthful. Now, the bottom line is if they're becoming a more truthful person, they're not going to be able to stay where they're at regardless, because it's not where they wanted to be in the first place. They wanted to be with Pisces. So what are they doing, staying someplace else when that's not where they want to be? They should be able to make better decisions just because they'll be more honorable if they're really learning anything. We have a Two of Cups. All I can say is that this person is convinced that they must be with Pisces. There's got to be a way. Pisces is their Two of Cups. They may have met Pisces last year in Year of the Dragon. We've got this Three of Pentacles. They are mapping out, planning how to get to Pisces. I don't know if there literally is a map. They may be checking, right now on flights. They may be about to do something quite huge. Suddenly travel toward Pisces. We've got the Queen of Wands. And I would not be surprised in this fictional story for this fictional character if they show up by nightfall, is what this says. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a very sudden, 180 with the map here and the travel and the intention of, I think I just have to go ahead and do this. I have to try to get Pisces back, whatever it takes. Because this isn't going to work for me. This whole, I'm lying to myself, acting like I can let this go, acting like I don't know that Pisces is the person I want to marry, acting like I don't know better, that I was less than truthful before. Maybe they were just less than truthful with themselves. Maybe I don't know that they were married to somebody else. There's just that one card to support that combined with the lying card, but they admittedly had a liar's card twice, the Seven of Swords twice. But it could just be that they acted like they weren't serious, and so Pisces cut them out, when in fact they're like, who am I kidding? I of course want to be married to that Pisces. It could just be something much more simplistic. It's just somebody who was not thinking about long term. Maybe they said that oh no, I don't want to ever, I just want to date, just have fun. And that could have been why Pisces cut them out. This person seems like, what the hell have I done? This is the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. And I've known that. So why did I act like I just wanted to have fun, which wasn't fun at all? Maybe that's, if we go back to that Five of Swords card, maybe it was always like a battle, like, oh, I'm going to go hang with my friends. And it's like, but what about a relationship? It could just be they were super immature for a chunk of time and, still acting like, well, I don't want to be married or anything. We're just having fun. And that's why Pisces bounced and left them in the dust. And they're realizing this is not what I want. I don't want to stay immature and just have fun. I want a marriage with Pisces. I kind of think that's a stronger storyline, because we really didn't see enough to say that they had actually been married or that they were suddenly leaving, a whole marriage behind and instantly rushing toward Pisces. I think it was the Peter Pan thing. I don't want to grow up. And now they're like, yes, I do. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I would not have expected to see such a tremendous turnaround. Like somebody, they want to be grown up all of a sudden. They want a serious relationship. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. Bye.